Listen to part of a lecture in an astronomy class.
Let's move on to Pluto, which was originally considered the ninth planet in our solar system, but has now downgraded into a dwarf planet in 2006. Since it didn't meet the three criteria the International Astronomical Union uses to define a planet. The three criteria of the IAU for a planet are: first, it is in orbit around the Sun and has enough mass to assume hydrostatic equilibrium, which is a nearly round shape, and third, it has cleared the neighborhood around its orbit. Pluto meets all the criteria except one. It has not managed to clear its neighboring region of other objects. Now, you may wonder what this actually means. As planets form, they become a gravitationally dominant body in their orbit in the solar system. As a planet cruises with other smaller objects, it either consumes or slings away smaller objects in its orbital path. Pluto is only 0.07 times the mass of the other objects in its orbit. The Earth, in contrast, has 1.7 million times the mass of the other objects in its orbit. Clearly, Pluto is not simply large enough, and does not have a strong enough gravity to clear the area around it. Yet, interestingly, Pluto is the largest known dwarf planet in the solar system. Astronomers have named three other objects that are about the same small size as Pluto in the solar system, and have put them into a new family called dwarf planets. These objects are Ceres, Makemake, and Eris. Only Makemake, like Pluto, is part of the Kuiper belt, which is a donut-shaped ring of trillions of icy objects around the Sun that extends beyond the orbit of Neptune. Since the Kuiper belt and Pluto are so far from the Sun, we can only get very low-quality pictures of them even with the best telescope we have today, from the venerable Hubble Space Telescope to the new Europe's planet-hunting Cheops. Because Pluto is so distant from the Sun's light, it takes more than 5 hours for sunlight to reach Pluto. Pluto's surface temperature is extremely cold, which can fall to -233 degrees Celsius, and reach -223 degrees Celsius at its warmest, when it is closest to the Sun. The lowest temperature recorded on Earth is -89 degrees Celsius, at the Soviet Vostok station in Antarctica in 1983. So you could probably see how much colder Pluto is. Pluto's surface temperature is so cold, that gases like nitrogen and carbon monoxide exist as ices. Because of Pluto's remoteness from Earth, an in-depth study of Pluto from Earth is quite difficult. Therefore, many details about Pluto were unknown, until NASA's New Horizons probe flew by Pluto and its satellite Charon in July 2015, offering some eye-popping, unprecedented pictures of Pluto, and the first close-up images of an object in the Kuiper belt.
Question 4. What can be deduced about Pluto from the lecture?